Hi, Amy here. As we're getting to the close of 2020, I wanted to share with you a couple of things that I've reflected on. And at the end of each year, I do find myself reflecting on how the last 12 months have been and what I'm hoping for in the future. And I don't need to go into how unprecedented and unusual and strange this year has been for all of us. But what I did want to share with you was just a couple of reflections. And I also wanted to link those reflections to something here in the Wellbeing Collective that we use every day. That is our principles of engagement. Now, anyone that's worked with us will have come across our principles of engagement. And I'm going to tell you about them now and link them to some of the things that I've noticed about this year. The first one is that our relationships are always at their best when we truly listen to each other. You know, I think this year has been a perfect example of where we have had to start listening to each other differently. Listening to what it was like to be in a care home this year. Listening to what it was like to be a key worker, working in a supermarket or in caring for our streets or looking after all the things that we take for granted. That we've needed to listen to what it was like being in different parts of the country and different work experiences. And I really firmly believe that the only way that we're able to empathise with each other fully is to genuinely listen to one another. The second principle that we use in the Wellbeing Collective is that we all have feelings that other people can't see. And wherever we are in the country, whatever our experiences are, we will have a whole range of thoughts and feelings that are only known to us. And with people working from home, getting used to new technology, maybe not being able to be with loved ones and people that understand them, I think we've had an even greater number of feelings that perhaps we've kept inside of ourselves. And I think that from my experience, I've probably made assumptions about other people's feelings more than I would have done if I'd had time with people face to face. And so I've had to really reflect on the fact that other people and myself aren't mind readers. We don't know what's going on for other people. And so checking in, looking out for people, asking, talking about things is the only way that we can find out what's going on for real. The third principle that we use here is something all about the things that we can see. And what I know is that we all have behaviours that other people can see. And I think back over the last 12 months and some of the incredible behaviours that we've seen in others. The people going out of their way to drop off food parcels. The people fighting with every bit of themselves to get to work anyway. The ingenuity and innovation of people trying to save their businesses and save jobs for other people. The tireless efforts of key workers, NHS staff and social care staff. Those are behaviours that we all see, and they do something to us that enriches us as people. And the last one is all about diversity and inclusion, and that's been a really powerful thing for all of us this year. And I always thought that it was probably things that we have in common that brings us together. And I certainly still think that that's true. But what I definitely now believe is it's also our differences. That being different from one another is what makes us human. Having different stories, different experiences, different ways of being are crucial for us to be able to evolve and find the best in all of us as humans. And so celebrating our differences, just as much as celebrating our similarities, is what's going to make 2021 an even better year.